Hey, party people, what's up? Welcome to Bold Voices, the live stream. I'm Angela Beltramino. I have another incredible panel of guests here tonight that I'll bring in just a sec. Just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Please light up the chat. We love seeing your comments. We love interacting with you. Thank you for reposting the stream, Push Past Paralysis. Appreciate you so much. Guys, if you would like, repost the live stream, we would really appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. We have a really fun, jam-packed show for you tonight. So super appreciate you all being here. Again, the more people you can get up in the room to chat with us and interact with us, the better. We love hearing from all of you. So please put your bold comments in the chat and talk it up with us. Without further ado, my amazing guests tonight. You know and you love them all on the panel. We've got best-selling author Tiffany Savage. I don't know if y'all have heard. She's got the link going on to her book. We're going to talk about that. Kevin Smith, the one and only, and the one and only Hannah Griff. Guys, I'm so excited to see the three of you.
So happy to see you.
Oh my gosh. Bright, shining faces, yes. Literally.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So, Tiffany, I want to do a little teaser. We'll talk a little bit more about your book later, but I'd have to congratulate you. I think your book has been out for less than 24 hours. And then you're you must be buzzing because it's already ranked top new release in political leadership already.
Oh my gosh, I'm losing connection.
No, you're fine. Are you frozen? Are you good? We'll circle back, but everyone's saying hi to you. Hey, Savvy. Hey, Kev. Hey, Hannah. It's an amazing an amazing trio I've got here tonight. So super, super excited. But yes, Tiffany has a new book, Precincts Win Elections.
I got to back up. I can't have my face that close to the screen. I look like Kareem Jean-Pierre.
You're fine. We want to see your face up close and personal.
You know what it is? This shirt is tight. So people keep going, where's your neck? And I'm like, oh, under.
See, they're getting to you. That's the problem. You can't let them win, Kevin. They don't know what they're talking about.
Well, not all of us have the willpower to take on Ben Shapiro like you did. And the entire New York Republican establishment, which is me. But yeah, no, everyone's like, oh, where's your...
I think you're handling yourself just fine, but yeah, you can't let. I have never thought anything about your neck, just like I never thought anything about my forehead until all the people.
I'm telling you, when I first read the forehead comment, you and I can be friends until we are 200 years old. And I'm like, remember that time somebody said something about your forehead? I've seen it in real life. It's regular.
It's regular. Thank you.
Like billboard, if you're gonna take out advertising space, it's gonna be cheap. You have to write really small.
I hope everyone heard you. For the people in the back, Kevin has seen me in real life, met me in real life, and he's like, didn't think about your forehead.
No, I was just happy to. Well, really, what was funny is that when we met for the first time, it was actually when I met you for the second time, but you don't remember the first time. So that's fine.
That is not. I think we had no. I went back and did a deep dive on this.
We met. We were
supposed to meet, and I'm pretty sure George canceled.
No. That was a different time. We met with She Who Shall Not Be Named.
Okay. Well, we have a debate on this, but anyways, we've got Tiffany back. Tiffany,
I am here. I am you guys. I am dying. Nothing is working.
Angela, what you got to realize is that down where Savvy is, they got 1/8 of an inch of snow, so now nothing works.
Actually,
that's fact.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. Are you okay, Tiffany? I know, right? I'm like, oh, that's
Listen,
right.
I'm hurrying. I'm coming. I don't know where the screen is where y'all are. I am actively scrolling. We are spiraling currently. There we are. Hi.
You're beautiful. I love it.
Great. All right, we're back to the cell phone. Yay. Hi,
It's
everybody. Sorry
oh,
about that.
and we
By the
can
way,
see her little cutie.
does everyone know who shall not be named is? Is that like obvious?
I don't think everyone
I
does.
know you do.
I know. I'm not sure.
Savvy knows. Hannah, do you know who she who shall not be named is?
I don't think so. No. Am I not privy?
Oh,
Not-
if you're on Twitter, you're fully aware.
Oh, okay. Then I'm.
I mean, I'm not opposed to talking about it.
Our mutual friend, the richest baby mama in America.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we hung out previously.
I haven't said a peep.
Look. She's always been cool with me. So
Same. I have nothing bad to say about Ashley.
Nothing bad. And look, Elon, if you want like a short, chubby kid, I'll have it for you.
Stop it.
With no neck.
I was a little offended that I got an Elon like, but no offer.
If you want to bring a turtle,
I too got a like and got nothing.
What the hell, man?
How come Elon, Booby, let's go. Let's go.
What did you just call him?
Booby. I'm trying to have a cashier, baby.
No, I also have nothing bad to say about Ashley. She's always been great to me. I hung out with her a few times. It's been a while. A lot has happened. But yeah, I can't say
she's always been good to me. She's always been very kind and gracious. She did my show a few times when she didn't have to. So for all the people out there talking shit, I've hung out with Ashley. She's actually very nice. She's probably in a bad way and got herself caught up, and you have no fucking idea what she's going through. So why don't y'all relax?
Always. I mean, that's good advice in general, right? We never quite know. People are very quick to jump to judgments and talk shit. People have a lot going on. You don't know people's situations. But yeah, so that's that. Thank you so much, Zachary, for reposting the stream, and Chris. We do have Savvy real quick. We'll touch on your book. We're so excited for you. I was saying like less than 24 hours and you're already getting these like amazing, this amazing recognition.
I know it is the number one for political. I forget what the exact. My brain is mush.
Political leadership. You told me, right?
Political leadership. Yes, that's what it is. And that was sent to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, because I didn't even know what I was looking at. And it's been a long time coming. I've had everything, and it's not like it's something like super profound. I mean, if people have been in X Spaces with me before, they've literally heard pretty much every word of this. But with midterms coming up and with the success that we had with the campaign, with President Trump's campaign during the general and using Trump Force 47, I still had my blueprint, everything. And then, like what we were talking about before the show, I put all that data together. And then other candidates that I'd worked with and different sort of strategies, other organizations, and just condensed it. It's 13 chapters, appendixes in the back to help, because precincts this is it. Precincts win elections. Like I said, it's nothing big. It's like 40 pages or something like that. And it's a very easy, quick read. It is a field manual of sorts for county level parties, for structure, because Republicans, and this is what I have on the back, we don't lose because of our values and them being unpopular. We lose because we lack the infrastructure necessary to build and showcase and deliver our values. So that's basically what this is. There's real life data points, any sort of roadblocks, right, that you may come across within your parties, how to combat there's messaging tips, tricks. What happens if you have a terrible candidate? How are you going to still, elevate your party and perhaps even, move that candidate upwards? But the way and it does draw from a lot of studying and research I've done for the Democrat Party and how they campaign and how they mobilize and how they are structured, um, and also how they are placing their candidates strategically for future upward elections and upward momentum to the very tip top level. And that's the one thing Republicans really have an issue with. Man, we have a massive win, and then it's like we want to reinvent the wheel after that win. It doesn't have to be like that. So this, like I said, is a guide to build that infrastructure on a county level, party level, and upwards. And I am overwhelmed. I am extremely humbled by all of the support um, that I have received and the reviews and just, yeah. So this being the reason I look like an absolute mess because I've just been boom, 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 boom. But I couldn't wait to come on your show because you are the first show where I'm able to talk about it. And I think that's perfectly fitting.
Well, the timing, right? It worked out. I'm always, like I said, I love you. I'm happy to support you. I'm so happy for you. I aspire to whatever. I've said this before. People know, like, I'm working on a book. It's been years. Like, I know that process is crazy. It's a huge accomplishment, and I'm just really, really happy for you. I think what really strikes me too is that it's so based on your real world experiences, and you have a lot of it. So I think that's so important for people to know and realize because you've been out there in so many capacities, like seeing this stuff and doing the work. So it's not just like, ideas or what, like thoughts, or like it's a lot of like what you've seen and experienced. So there's so much, so much for people to take away. And it seems so practical and tangible at where people can like take what it seems like to me, the information in there, and really, apply it quickly.
Right. And that's exactly it, to apply it quickly. Now, will everything start working like a well-oiled machine off jump? No. Right. Because there are the powers that be that are pushing, right, against, this sort of grassroots movement. But this is also dedicated because I saw the work of our Trump Force captains. And President Trump wouldn't be at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue without every one of those Trump Force captains, those volunteers. And this book, this guideline, I mean, I've seen so many of them since that election become actual committee members or chairholders within their local parties. And that is so rewarding. And that's who my dedication to the book is, or to all of the grassroots, the door knockers, the postcard writers, the phone bankers, the ones that do the hard work and never get recognized for it. Because there is something, yes, and even we talk about social media strategy in here, but there is something to be said for in-person ground game. And that's what wins elections within your communities.
Well, I love that. I know you posted in the chat a link. Everyone should buy it, get out there, support her, support our girl. We'll circle back to it too at the end in case people join later. We'll make sure, but it is in the chat. Please purchase it. It's Amazon, right? Is where you can get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So
I want to see Tiffany Savage, New York Times best-selling author, in her bio. I think you need 3 platforms like Amazon, something else, and something else that makes you. I'll reach out to someone.
Okay.
About how you get that, but
that would be incredible, man. I mean, just because I have number 1 for political leadership and the new, that just, so sky's the limit, Kevy. I'm going to lean in on you, bud. Don't let me down.
Apparently,
you got Jesus shining on you too. So let's go.
And that's a perfect time to manifest it, put it in the works.
really, I don't know why my lights are doing this. silence.
We like it though. We like it. It's very angelic.
Pleasant.
It's the
Yeah.
heavenly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, go
That's
ahead.
kind of perfect.
Start singing, Sav.
A friend to the Jews. Oh,
I've been on the phone with her all day, and
Ophelia. I sing it all the time.
keeps singing that. Like, look, okay,
I love that song. You guys, I love it.
very
And if
catchy.
y'all haven't seen the 6-part documentary on Netflix, you're missing out. I don't care. Am I a Swiftie? No. However, she's actually brilliant, and it is very well done. And Fate of Ophelia is right now my favorite song, and I don't care.
Do you know
Tiffany,
the dance yet?
Tiffany,
Oh,
Mozart.
yes.
Hold on, Sav. Mozart is brilliant. Beethoven is
So
brilliant.
is Taylor Swift.
Okay.
No, they show her and how she, comes up with these ideas or how she's writing songs or what she's wanting. It's awesome.
You know
And
what?
you can burn through it.
I
And
actually had a great idea for her. What she should do is she should meet Scooter Braun 10 years ago and then just stop working.
I know that joke and that was not funny.
I
Britney
mean,
Spears.
I feel like you do have to respect the level that she's
Oh, yeah.
at.
She-
Like you
she's-
can't be,
She's so talented.
Yeah. Although, now that Travis Kelce sucks, she's going to be single soon. So.
Oh, but he's on there too in the last couple episodes. Yo, they're so cute.
Yeah, they're going to have some giant children.
Babies. I know.
Like, that kid is going to come out like 86 ounces.
Angela, it's your show, sweetie. Go ahead.
Oh, it's fine. No, but one of basically my best friend is a huge Swiftie, so she keeps me, I'm in the know because of her. So
My cousin-in-law is like an aggressive Swiftie.
yeah.
My cousin's wife, she actually went on Ellen, and Ellen got like her to meet Swift. They've seen her in like Switzerland. She goes all over the place to see her. And I texted her. I'm like, yo, can you do me a favor? Can you text your girl and tell her that this song is following me like Mariah Carey around Christmas? It's my whole TikTok algorithm. I can't get away from this damn song.
And then I sing it when he's on the phone too. I made my 14-year-old. Yes.
Yeah. That one is everywhere. That's true.
So good. The Wood song is really good too.
I cannot go anywhere right now without Taylor Swift playing. Like this week, I feel like every single place I've entered is a Taylor Swift song, and it's a different one.
You know how hard it is to have your like 8th or 9th album be the most popular? like Nirvana Nevermind was their biggest one.
Mm-hmm.
Most people can't name their next 3. Like, you got Yellow Submarine. Most people can't name another Beatles album. But like to be around as long as she is and still like making top charting hits is
bangers.
I mean,
listen. I made my 14-year-old daughter watch the documentary with me. She didn't want to, but guess what? She did. She's like, huh. Okay.
I think about this. Alanis Morissette made the greatest album of all time and then disappeared for 3 decades.
Yeah.
That was because the whole, what is that? Full House. What was the thing?
No, when you find out
Dave Coulier.
How did Dave Coulier upset a woman that much?
She was also with Ryan Reynolds. What?
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember.
Yeah.
That's right.
Time out. So there's something wrong with Ryan Reynolds. Because if he's with Alanis Morissette, who's that mad, and Blake Lively, who is like the modern day Marilyn Monroe, and by that I mean batshit crazy, batshit crazy. Maybe Ryan Reynolds needs to stay in Canada or owning soccer teams or whatever the hell it is, far away from North America.
I think he owns a bourbon company too, doesn't he?
Yeah,
they all have alcohol
like
or
something.
I can't imagine Dave. Every time Full House is on, like
that's what that one song about going down in the theater. That's about old David.
You ought to know.
Yeah, you ought to know.
Dave, it's the funny guys.
He's
the funny
it is.
By the way, just so you're all aware, I'm hilarious.
And you are cleaning up, Kev. You are the only male on this panel. Look at you, stud.
You know what? I can genuinely say with firm confidence, I am the ugliest person on this show.
No.
Somebody
But you're the most handsome guy on the show.
You're damn
Yeah.
well. I say that all the time when people are like,
Hannah with the assist. Well done.
well, whenever people say like, "Oh, you're homophobic," I'm like, no, I wish all men were gay because then suddenly I'm looking a lot more appetizing.
And on that note, no,
moving on.
I love the I love the chat. I love the banter. I mean, I could do it all night, but I do have quite a bit for us to cover tonight. So, guys, continue to interact with us in the chat too. We'll bring up your comments on the screen. So yes, everybody buy Tiffany's book. We'll talk about it again at the end in case anyone missed it. Precincts win elections. So proud of you, Tiff. So excited for you. Love it.
Thank you.
All right, first up, Jack Smith. We don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but I thought we would mention, for those of you who don't know who Jack, it's a very common name, Jack Smith.
It really is, right?
Right?
Like, come on, Mom.
No relation.
Oh, yeah. Is that your brother, Kev?
No, but my brother's just as big a douche. So
Ooh. I hope your brother's not listening.
no, he's not going to watch. Don't worry.
Well, this Jack Smith served as DOJ special counsel. He was appointed to oversee 2 federal criminal investigations into Trump. One was regarding his role in the J6 attack on the Capitol and efforts to overturn the 2020 election. The other was about mishandling classified documents. Ultimately, these cases were dismissed or dropped when Trump won in 2024. But today he gave public testimony before the House Judiciary Committee. It was his first public appearance discussing the Trump investigations, and he essentially doubled down, defended his work, stated that evidence showed Trump willfully broke laws. What are your thoughts on Mr. Jack Smith and his testimony today?
Whoa, my gosh. Well, have y'all seen the footage from today? Have you seen any of that?
Wild. Brandon Gill from the top rope.
Brandon Gill from the top rope. Dude's a stud, man.
Well, it turns out the best way to be a savage against genuinely awful people is have Dinesh D'Souza as a father-in-law.
That's true.
Dinesh,
I would agree.
the legend ever. No, but Brandon's absolutely spectacular. Because he speaks regularly. He doesn't do this sort of legal parlance, mumbo jumbo, parliamentarian crap that we are forced to put up with in Congress. Brandon just literally, when Jack Smith paused and was like, well, where he goes, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Like, you're going to drag this out for 5 minutes crap. Like, and I mean,
well, let's also really quick, because Jack Smith literally exposed himself, because when Gooden asked the question, or he actually makes a statement, and it says, and I quote, "It strikes me as odd that you don't remember who swore you in or how you were sworn in." I'm sorry, what? That would be a kind of a momentous occasion. Then the Gooden says, Attorney General Garland had you retake the oath of office. Why did he make you do that? Smith tried to deny knowing the particulars, but Lance blew it freaking wide open. And then you had with Jim Jordan, right? Because then you had the one police officer, whatever, in the back, literally yelling, "Go fuck yourself," but covering up as a cough. Like, get out of here. Their goose is freaking cooked. And watching this play out, like I said, Brandon started the day off. Like, that was the first thing when I got on the X. I was like, whoa, this dude's a national treasure. And it has just been racking them up all day long.
Brandon he's incredibly talented. I joke around that he's Dinesh's son-in-law. He is. But he's talented in his own right. And it's great to see him doing so well in Congress. He's young enough that he can actually make a difference for an extended period of time. And we need that, because most young people go into Congress and then get corrupted, or they don't actually do anything, or they just kind of get sucked into the blob. But Brandon is wealthy in his own right, and I'm really happy for him.
I just think it's great. I love it.
What do you guys think? Since these cases were dismissed, what do you make of his role and his decision to speak at this point in Congress?
I think he's trying to save face. That's all, because this is a sinking ship that he is on. And I think he is trying so hard to try to save as much face as he possibly can. But he is literally, he is just adding weight. Who was it? One congressman asked him about, well, you made public statements and, subpoenaed congressional records, and you were on record saying that you believe that there was stuff, against President Trump. And now it's coming out that there is nothing. So, how can Americans trust the system? And all Jack Smith literally says was, I'm sorry, I don't understand your question. Come on, bud.
That's such a cop out.
Yes. And that's what this whole, and I'd be interested to see, because I know, Fox had it live streaming. I'm sure C-SPAN did too. But I'd be interested to see how much coverage was done on your mainstream media, your CNNs, your, NBC, MSNBC, to see if this is covering, because they're all guilty of this too. They played into it so hard. And now that, the establishment, today was not a good day for them, to say the least, in many ways.
Yeah.
My thoughts.
Yeah. Well, and now I don't know. Like, is there going to be retaliation and whatever? That's what he's claiming as well.
You mean on Jack by President Trump?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is where, and this is my opinion. Okay. I got asked this so many times with working for the campaign and being, affiliated. Well, what about retaliation? You know what? And you know what my answer was? Full fucking send. I'm sorry. I hope President Trump continues to expose these people. I really do.
I am so sick and tired of, look, do you know why President Trump is popular for all of Angela's post-liberal viewers?
Listen, be sweet to them.
President Trump is popular because he punches back.
But never down.
For 30 years, Republicans have gotten progressively punched in the face and yelled, "Please stop hitting me." Where Donald Trump says, "No, I'm going to swing first. I'm going to come out the gate with the story." When Mitt Romney ran, and they said that he used to drag his dog behind the car or put it on top of the car, he just sat in the corner like a bitch and didn't fight back. When they said he didn't pay his taxes, he didn't fight back. John McCain came out, well, Obama's not really a radical Muslim. Like, Republicans just keep getting hit and they never swing back. And that's why we lose, is because they're like, well, we need decorum in the House of Representatives. Without decorum, what do we have? And I'm like, decorum doesn't win elections. You have Ilhan Omar, who's a terrorist supporter. You have AOC, who's retarded. You have Jasmine Crockett, who can't read. You have Congresswoman Milk Dud from Boston, who just yells at people all day long. You got Jamie Raskin, who looks like he has ass hair on his head. Like, I'm ready to fight back against these people, and I'm waiting for leadership to do it. I'm waiting for, people like Kevin McCarthy or anyone on Fox News to swing first.
Won't happen.
And that's why we love President Trump, because he walks into Davos and goes, we're the boss. You'll all do what we say. I'm not asking. Where you have James Comer, who's like, well, first we need to subpoena the Clintons. And then when they deny the subpoena, we need to have a congressional hearing about holding them in contempt. And then once we hold them in contempt, then we'll issue an arrest warrant. And once we issue an arrest warrant, then maybe someone will go pick them up. Like they went to Steve Bannon's house and grabbed them in the middle of the night. Where President
or what's it? Yeah. Alex Joe or Alec, what, you get it.
Yeah.
Same thing. That was televised.
Meanwhile,
but let's not go ahead. Sorry.
No, meanwhile, you have President Trump who saw Maduro go, come and get me. And he went, oh, I'll be right there. And
On my way.
We kidnapped the president of a country in the middle of the night in his pajamas. Like, that's a boss move.
Yeah.
And the way the military.
I'm hoping that he does it a little bit more here at home. Like, I think he's done a great job of exactly what Kevin is saying, like punching first and showing what's up. We got 4 years of Biden and Kamala saying, stop, please don't blow us up. Please don't do it. And like, that's not going to work. You have to, we're the world leader for a reason. We have the strongest military in the world. If there are situations where we need to use it and remind the world why we're the boss. Like, I fully support what he's done on the world stage, but I do wish that he would like bring the hammer down a little bit harder at home, honestly. So
no, look, you are totally right. And I wish he would bring the hammer down harder. Look, if I can face reality, we're going to get fucking smoked in the midterms. And
we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Abby, I love you more than anyone on earth. But Michael Watley is down 25 points, and
it doesn't matter. This isn't about Michael Watley. It's not about the RNC. This is where I'm about to get passionate. Because much like what you're saying, you're waiting for leadership to punch back. It ain't going to happen. So now it's time for us to hit back. Let's also, and yeah, I'm going to interrupt you, Kev.
Anytime.
Jack Smith.
Abby, you're taller than me, so you can interrupt me whenever you want.
Thank you. But Jack Smith, he's not an independent actor. Okay. So he is the enforcement arm of a politicized DOJ. And Americans should be very much alarmed by his actions and those many other who represent the judiciary. Because you're seeing prosecutors and judges that are shopping for charges, not crimes. That's extremely, extremely alarming. And President Trump hinted to this before the holidays. He's like, just hold up. Wait till January. Just wait. Hold up. And now you're going to see things starting to happen. There are going to be arrests. There are going to be charges made for actual crimes. Not just, oh, I think he may have did a thing. And I think this is extremely, extremely important. Can Pam Bondi step it up? Sure. Absolutely. But there's a lot of things, and I like to bring the attention to this. As an average American, we really have zero clue what is going on behind the scenes. I think that's very important. And I'm sorry, but for instance, will use the deputy or the director of the FBI, Kash Patel. I'm sorry, Mr. Content Creator or Mr. Joe Blow down the street, that you didn't get your email as the chosen, civilian to get intel to blast it to everybody. That's not how any of this is going to work. In zero cases, putting it out there, your moves, and even President Trump talks about that. You never expose your moves to the enemy. Why would you? But I guarantee you, and someone posted on X, and I'm like, actually, I don't hate that take, was, you know what? Hold on to these Epstein files for a little bit longer. because I'm going to use those against you. So you're either going to sing like a damn canary or you're going to go to prison. You decide.
You know what?
As a leveraging tool.
You're so right. There are two people in particular. I know one of them is who you're talking about, and the other one is who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Kyle and Ryan. But other than that, nobody else in particular. One of them who has a career, and the other one who's never fucking left his house.
Well, one of them's in a lot of big trouble too, but we don't need to go there. So, cheers.
Worry. This is Sprite for the TikTok algorithm.
I bet it is.
Is that a new Sprite? Design.
It's a cold snap Sprite. Brought to you. Use promo code LOUD for up to 8.
Ooh, yeah. We need to get some promos going. We need
what? Do you want to be officially removed from the bold lib side of things? Because I'll get you on my pillow promo code right now.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not abandoning my bold lib.
But she's not. But she does live in the free state of Florida now.
Yeah, she's so liberal. She fled New York and went to Florida.
Well, thank you guys for your thoughts. Yeah, we were actually talking Tuesday night, based on the press briefing by President Trump and like kind of what the overall tone was. And I think it is like strength, as you guys were talking about, and confidence, and, that America's strong. And so, yeah, he definitely isn't someone to let things go and not.
Angela, here's the way it is. And this is not President Trump in particular. This is a broader context. What is the point of America being the world superpower, being the superpower of the West, if I have to ask Finland what I should do before I do it? What is the point of the, we're going to do this, but we have to ask North Macedonia? I'll give anybody in this chat $10 if you can point that out on a map. There's like 89 people in there. Like, what is the point of being the big dog on the world stage if we have to ask permission before?
Oh, did you see what he put out about Canada before the show started?
Mark Carney, okay, you want to take your denim-wearing lesbians riding a moose and do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Like, I have when Canada, anyone in Canada says something, I'm like, you benefit from the greatest border in the history of the world. It's called America. And if you've been to Toronto recently, it's not a Canadian city. Nobody there sounds like Jordan Peterson. They're all selling falafels on the corner. Like, but every NATO country lives under the bosom of the security that we provide and then tells us what we're doing wrong. Well, in Germany, we have free healthcare. We have free schools. We get to vacation in the Mediterranean. And I'm like, well, yeah, we're covering your biggest expense, bro. Like, maybe Americans could have some of that if we weren't giving 3% of Germany's GDP if 3% of Germany's GDP didn't come from the Department of Defense. I mean, look, we're not geopolitical experts here, but are you really worried about the Soviets taking Belgium anytime soon? Is that something that's like a pressing matter? No. Khrushchev is going to take West Berlin. No, because we're living in this fucking century. And because of that, I think that we suffer and we get lectured to by Denmark. Like, Denmark? Okay, good. Stop exporting fucking hockey goalies to us. We'll be okay. Or beautiful blonde women. Actually.
You want that to stop? Yeah. Okay.
No, you can keep. Actually, we got enough in Georgia. Just in case. But seriously, it's like the little brother dictating what we eat for dinner every single night. If you brought it down to the smallest level, it's like, no, we're done with this. And I think that's what Davos showed for President Trump. Is that, no, we're Americans. There are no Chevys in Berlin. There are no Fords in Italy. but there's a shitload of Fiats and BMWs driving around America, and we're not going to stand for it anymore.
That's true. Well said, Kev.
Geopolitics on beer number 7. How you doing?
I don't know. You said you're not a geopolitics or political expert, but maybe you are.
Well, you gotta lower expectations in case you don't get it.
Well, and I think that's a lot of this fake outrage that you're seeing. It's kind of funny because a lot that I've gotten from the left is, well, tell me how this, with Greenland, for instance, is different from Ukraine. And I'm like, what? Did you really, really ask that? I literally went on an 1.5-hour conversation in a thread yesterday with Grog, or however y'all say it.
You really can't say it right.
Are you talking about Grok?
Grok.
Yeah. Grog.
That was so cute. I love it.
When she says it, there's at least 4 more vowels in that word.
Grog.
Grog. Anyway.
Hopefully Elon's listening. Maybe he'll rename it.
No, we're not going to rename an international global platform because some people in Hazard County, Georgia, can't say it right.
There is not a Hazard County. Okay.
Yeah, there is. I met Luke and Bo there.
No, you didn't. He's sorry, guys.
What were you saying?
I was sliding across a Challenger. It was great.
What were you saying about Grok, aka Grok? Your conversation.
Yes. And at one point I was sitting there thinking, because it got kind of deep, and I was really proud of myself in this because, well, I was frustrated because his response time, I don't know what it is, was quite fast. And it would take me a while to, formulate my answers to the questions. I never once asked it a question. But it started, and so did this conversation. And I was really, and I hope it's in my highlights pin tab if anyone wants to go read it. But I really hope that people do educate themselves on what the situation with Greenland actually is. I mean, it is not a war. Like, as far as Ukraine, we funded that for so many years with zero ROI. And there was it was almost just like a dick measuring contest. Sorry. But with Greenland, that has strategic, what's the word I want to say? Benefits. Yes. Yeah. Or drawbacks from it, because we are trying to negotiate with Greenland. Then you've got Russia and China that will take it by force.
Right.
And that is a massive shipping lane. There are rare earth minerals. That would be our first line of detection. If you look at it on a flat map, it makes more sense. But that would be our first line of detection for, submarines, underwater nukes, which Russia is well equipped with at any given time, and they are pointed at us. China the same. From Russia, it would take one of those nukes, I think, to get to New York. It's something like 23 minutes? Are you kidding me? And some of them are so stealth that they go at a speed that is undetectable by our submarines. So being able to build more of a military infrastructure, but it would also be beneficial to Denmark and to Greenland, because I think these negotiations should include, input from locals from each region or from each country, use their citizens, right, for whatever it is that we need, that we are, that we have planned or that we're going to build, or, that we need developed. So it would have a profitable impact for Greenland and for Denmark. And a lot of people, they don't understand the base that we have there, because currently yes, we do have like a SpaceX base there. But what a lot of people don't understand is we have to get permission. We can't just go roll up in there whenever to utilize that base. I think it's called, it's pronounced like Gilk or something. If I can't say Grok, I most certainly can't say this one. But in a time of crisis or a credible threat, from an adversarial nation like Russia, like China, we cannot wait for the Prime Minister of Denmark to sign a pink sheet of paper and stamp it with, okay, guys, coming in, it's fine. At that point, it's too late. So I would encourage anyone just, hold up, stop being reactionary. Use the Dan Bongino rule, the 72-hour. If you see something, hold up, wait on it, sit on it, research it. And then if you're still outraged after, well, then fire away. But there are a lot of different, a lot of different lanes,
angles.
Angles.
Yeah.
With this agreement that we're trying to forge. And this is nothing new. President Trump opened these discussions about Greenland back in 2019. So people that are like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Well, excuse me. We had this talk like 7 years ago, but it's okay. Glad you're here now.
Yeah. No, thanks.
And I'll step down off my soapbox.
No. Thank you for that. It's interesting. We actually on Tuesday's stream, we talked a lot about this based on the press briefing and what was going on with Greenland. And we kind of explored all the different sort of angles, pros and opinions on it, potential benefits and stuff like that. So that's, I appreciated, hearing your perspective on that as well. So no, I appreciate it. It's good info. And I completely agree with you. I had to do my own research too. And I agree. You should inform yourself, and before forming like a harsh opinion or a strong, right? So it's kind of know what's all going on there. So okay. We will move on to some fun topics, a little beyond just politics. Do you guys know about the beef between Ruby Rose and Nicki Minaj? I know we were just talking about Nicki recently at AmFest, and so I have some fun personal facts, experience about Ruby Rose. So it's funny, right? I was like, what is this, beef going on with Nicki and Ruby? And I was like, okay, Ruby Rose, for those of you who don't know, DJ Ruby Rose, aka actress Ruby Rose, from Australia. I was like, why is she coming at Nicki about a tour from 2012? Like, why is this
That's
happening?
what I was wondering.
Right. Like, why are we talking about her being mean on a tour in 2012? Like, what? So then upon doing a deeper dive, it kind of stemmed from Ruby Rose defending Don Lemon, because Nicki essentially, on socials, had some colorful language about Don Lemon, where she called him Don
cocksucker.
Beep,
poor Angela, she didn't want to go there.
Look,
no, it's fine. It's fine.
I'll
leave it to Kevin for that.
I don't mean to cut you off here, Kevin. I want to play a little game of what is true. We have in the red corner Don Lemon, who called a girl born in Trinidad a racist. Or we have in the other corner a gay man who was called a cocksucker. And I want to be clear. I have no look. Whatever.
We don't have a dog in this fight.
Dog in the race, yeah.
Whatever blows your head back, babe. But I think it's hilarious. Nothing Nicki Minaj said was false, and everything Don Lemon said was. But because Nicki Minaj was kind of an asshole about it. By the way, how is Ruby Rose still a thing?
Nobody has
cared
about her since Orange is the New Black. I will just say.
Exactly.
I haven't heard about her since Orange is the New Black.
Well, you think about this in a Go ahead. Sorry.
She's like the sexiest man I've ever seen. Like,
but no, think about it in a strategic way, right? And I don't mean to draw this back, right, to President Trump, but that's the way my mind goes. Okay. So what happens?
Absolutely is.
Yeah. What happens when you align with President Trump? You are new on the scene and you are boom. And you're like, I am a loyalist, I am MAGA, and he takes notice. You're catapulted. Well, then what happens? Okay. When you then decide, okay, I'm bored with this, and you turn on President Trump, then what happens? Where are you? You are right back in the news cycle. And so I think that is an important thing to remember as far as because what Rose got her start, right? She's more of like an influencer, right? And
She was a
yeah.
DJ in Australia, and then she got a part on Orange is the New Black.
And then she was running after a megalodon twice for no reason.
Well, and I think it is something to note that Nicki, she's been on the scene for a while. She has built her own legacy, her own lane. And then you have someone who is fueled by social media and literally just taking attention. But that attention turns into profitability for her. And especially if she was obsolete, well, guess what? She's getting more monetization. She's going to get people that vehemently disagree with Nicki to be like, all right, I'm going to string you this track. We want you for here, 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 here.
Ruby Rose hasn't been, and look, I mean, I don't know her DJ prowess, because let's be honest here, DJs now just press buttons. Like nobody's
her Tilton's a DJ, but a damn good one. Sorry,
nobody's spinning records anymore. We're not living in NWA territory. Like,
oh boy, oh boy,
I can see it all. Oh,
good,
sorry.
You broke your phone.
No, I didn't. Oh God,
to be a DJ, like, unless you're like Axwell from Swedish House Mafia, like I'm not listening. I don't care.
I love them.
Yeah, me too. Come on, I'll tell you a story. But I just don't know what relevancy she has anymore. Like, you were in a B-level sitcom, and then you got into a D-level movie that they made a sequel to for no reason, and now I have to listen to your opinion on geopolitics?
It's just funny because nobody has cared about her since Orange is the New Black or heard about her. And I mean, I remember saying this when we talked about Nicki at AmFest on the stream, whenever that was, that people were going to start coming for her because she has aligned herself with the right and with Trump. And
well, we saw that with Cardi B, and what did Cardi B do? She quickly tucked tail and ran. Right?
Well, this Nicki Minaj,
you're right,
and I said this on the stream last time too. Is I'm a Barb. I'm a diehard Nicki Minaj fan. I have loved her since before the high school, at least whenever Pink Friday came out. But I knew this was going to happen, and I've also always known that these are her beliefs. She has chosen, to come out and go to TPUSA, but I remember saying on the stream, like, she's never really made it a secret that this is like where she aligns herself politically. People are just starting to notice because she's, doing it more publicly and did that. And I knew that the attacks were going to come. And the fact that Ruby Rose has nothing else to say except something from 2012, like you mentioned, Angela, it's like, you couldn't come up with something in the last 15 years since then. Like, you obviously have no proximity to her, or, it's just weird. The whole thing is weird. And I think it's directly related to Nicki coming out first. It's just, she wants attention, and she knows that it's easy to get a response out of Nicki because she's quite quick to, get on Twitter and which I think is hilarious.
But I also wouldn't mess with Nicki because she is a blood. So I would stand down.
Just remember before when I was talking about President Trump punching back? Like, Nicki Minaj, you talk shit about her, she's going to punch back. Like, have you guys seen that TikTok where someone said she looks like Hulk Hogan? It's one of the funny. She was on a TikTok and somebody put Hulk Hogan hair on her. It was majestic. But like, she'll punch back on Twitter, and that's what we need. I just want to say Nicki Minaj, by the way, from Queens, New York.
Please follow me.
She's from Queens. I don't know if you guys know, but there's at least one person on this panel from Queens. We're both just as awesome. But Nicki has made it to a point where she doesn't need these people anymore.
Correct.
So even if you look at the Hollywood people who don't need them, Patricia Heaton, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chris Pratt, they have made it to a point where they have fuck you money.
Mm-hmm.
And like Joe Rogan says, what's the point of having fuck you money unless you tell people fuck you? And
dude, I tell fuck you to everybody. I ain't got one.
No, but you got a big ass chair.
That's in life again. I have what?
Really comfortable, by the way. Yeah, I want to snuggle up on that chair.
Why
it is so comfy.
You look like a baby sitting in a regular chair.
Angela, I want to hear your story about Ruby Rose.
I do too.
Okay, so a couple of things. I mean, yeah, I think the points are exactly right. She hasn't done anything in a long time, like staying relevant. All of that makes complete sense to me. But just some fun things. So right, she came at Nicki about 2012, whatever, that she has an outsized ego and had to fire someone every day, whatever, a bunch of whatever. But so in my first couple years of living in New York City, I worked on Orange is the New Black. It's actually one of the first I did. It was one of the first jobs that I had in the background extra world. And I actually got my SAG card working on Orange is the New Black. And it was really cool because speaking of Queens, I lived in Astoria at the time and they filmed at Kaufman in Astoria. It was like the best job ever because I could walk there from my apartment. I would like get an iced coffee on the way, like walk to the stage. It was like a dream because I just moved to New York. Orange is the New Black was like the hottest show. And I got in as an inmate, background extra, non-union at the time. It was like my first, I was like, oh my God, I'm on season 2 of Orange is the New Black. So it was amazing. I actually have a photo to show you.
Oh my God. Show it.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Oh my God.
I mean, not the best. I look like I'm gonna eat her face, but
that's awesome. Now I'm gonna go watch it.
Send me a signed copy.
Oh my
Same signed copy. Please send me one. I will.
That's so nice.
It looks
so
like Anna Faris.
Dude, I was told that in the past, not recently, but like
definitely. You look first off, you definitely look like Anna Faris. Like
is that
100?
I like her. Or Just Friends is like I love that movie.
Is there any
Christmas?
You don't like keep in touch with the girl that played Ramos, do you? Because she was
Heaven, stop.
No, I mean, so I wasn't, like cast or anything. I was like, background, but it was cool because I did end up like being part of the meth crew. Like I worked with like the Taryn Manning like meth crew. So I, the laundry and became a whole thing.
Wait, so if we play 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, you can get from you.
Oh, we could totally do it.
You can get from no, hold on. You ready for this? You can get from you to me in 3 moves.
Ooh, that's good.
You were in Orange is the New Black
Mm-hmm.
with Pablo Schreiber.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in Allegiance with Pablo Schreiber.
Wow, that's quick. He was just in, was it like His and Hers or something? I just watched a show that he was in. I haven't seen him in forever.
He plays Tonto in 13 Hours.
Okay.
But for anyone who doesn't know who Pablo Schreiber is, his brother's the more famous actor.
Oh, Liev. Yeah. From Ray Donovan.
But
which I also worked with.
Oh my God. Shut up. Ray Donovan was, man, I love that show.
Yeah, I was talking about this Tuesday. I stood in on Ray Donovan like the last season for Carrie Condon, his like love interest in the end of the show. Like,
you were so famous. Oh my God.
Sadly, you should have been on Walking Dead. That was in Georgia.
I auditioned for Walking
Dead. I should have been on Vampire Diaries too.
Well, I should have been on Real Housewives of New York, but shit don't happen.
I'm too old.
There's still time for all of us, but yeah, I know, not at all.
But yeah, you can get from you to me in 2 moves. I missed my SAG card by one credit.
Well, you can still do it. I don't think that stuff. I don't think it like goes away.
Hold on.
Yes.
Speaking of SAG cards,
yes,
I got a message from a E-list actor the other day that I freaked out about. Blazer from Dodgeball.
Oh my god, I love Dodgeball. Who's Blazer?
He's in Mr. Deeds. You ever see Mr. Deeds?
Yes.
You know the quarterback that he fires and then the dad beats the crap out of him? He's in all the Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he messaged me and he was like, "Oh, thanks for the follow." And I was like, "Oh, no problem." And he goes, "We're not all Hollywood pedos." And I just went, "Who the fuck are you?" And I Googled his name and I was like, "Oh, hold on. I'm going to pull up Blazer."
Yeah, please.
What's his name?
Hold on. I'm going to pull up his when I pull it up, you're going to fucking die. I swear, because I had no idea who he was. And then hold on, where the hell is it? I'm trying to find a good picture of this guy.
Lance said it. The only time I've ever been on TV was my mugshot on the evening news. So.
I was on TV this morning.
Way to go, buddy.
We weren't going to talk about that, Kevin.
We're not going to talk about it.
We're not going to talk about that. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay.
What's his name?
Brandon Morale.
Yeah, Globo Gym.
Globo
Yeah.
Gym.
Gym.
The Globo Gym Cobras. But he's also the quarterback in Mr. Deeds, whose dad beats the shit out of him for cursing in front of women.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that part.
You're an Adam Sandler fan.
Mm-hmm. I am, but that movie, whatever, wasn't.
Yeah, remember he comes running in and he's like, "If you don't fix my contract, I'm out of here." And Adam Sandler fires him. That's him.
Gotcha. That's when did this happen? Recently?
The other day, I had an Instagram reel that really cooked.
Well, I love that. So fun fact about Ruby Rose. So I worked on season 2 was the one that picture is from. That's like the Valentine's Day episode. I want to say it's like episode 6 of season 2. You would see me the most in the background if you watched it. You saw how blonde my hair was. It's different. But anyway,
I'm writing that down and I'm watching it all weekend.
I think it was that episode. It's called something that pizza's in the title. That's that episode. But that was season 2. Ruby Rose came in. She was a recurring character in season 3. As I mentioned, right, she was like popular in Australia. She was a DJ. So they hired also in the LGBTQ communities. And that was obviously Orange was like big for the community. So they hired her. People thought she was hot, all this stuff.
She's really hot.
Fun fact,
she's really hot.
And you hear people say a lot that she's not a good actress, like not a good actor. I mean, she had no acting experience, but like, she was a jerk. Like she was anti-social.
Okay?
She was late. She didn't ever know her lines. The crew didn't like her. So basically she was written out pretty quickly. Like she lasted like a season and then, they transferred her to a different jail. So
you know what? I mean, in that industry, really, I mean, in everyone thinks that they can join. I still think I could play outside linebacker for the New York Giants. Every guy thinks he could. I mean, come on. I was a high school quarterback. Hello. It's not that hard. Most people don't know that it's not just like playing pretend. Like it's actually a profession. And the people who are great at it, and I mean the greats, like Leo and Daniel Day-Lewis and Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep, they become the characters. And we're now in a world where if you're wait, was that my little buddy?
That was Buddy.
Sorry, she's not gonna come on. She's not gonna come on screen, but that savvy.
She will. Come here, Colin. Yes, you do. Come here.
Yeah. But like, there's a lot of people who think they can act and they don't know the professionalism that goes into being Taylor Schilling, that goes into being, what the hell's her name from that 70s show, or
Laura Prepon,
or being Pablo Schreiber. You know, the leads. Anybody can come in and dick around in the background. I mean, I have screen time in Man on a Ledge with Sam Worthington and Elizabeth Banks. You know, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, it was ridiculous. But, you know, it's a lot different from that. Yo, bro.
Oh, hold on.
What up, bro?
Hold on. Now. Hi, bud.
What's going on?
That's Angela, and that's Hannah. Hi, guys.
Yo, guess what,
Collins? So you tell me if they're saying.
What? Guess what? What?
I'm coming to your neck of the woods in a couple of weeks.
Are you?
I am speaking at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, which is like 2 hours away, your mom said. So
that's crazy.
I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna make sauce. I'm gonna make real food for you guys. It's gonna be great.
Oh.
I don't want no collard greens, no okra. I don't want none of that southern shit. I'm gonna make real Italian food. I'm gonna bring my own cheese.
Your own cheese.
No,
I don't know about that. Careful, food poisoning.
I don't know where you think you're coming then. If you don't want any okra.
No, we're not. I'm not in prison.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, no, because I'm not in jail.
No. Okay, then you can't say a word, sir.
Every time I hear okra, I think of the Green Mile, and I'm like, I'm not there.
So. Well, you can't knock it till you try it.
Okra.
Okra. Yeah.
And
especially pickled okra.
And I'm gonna make them penny alla vodka.
That sounds
like a shrimp oreganata afterwards.
Sure. Okay.
Why am I not invited to this?
You want to come up to Tennessee?
I know I can't, but
I gotta speak to the kids. I gotta keep.
I love that. That's so nice.
Well, you know, it's important to keep guys, particularly after everything that happened. You know, all of us college speakers basically just said, "Look, if we get invited, we're going." Because Charlie can't. So
yeah, I love that.
What up, Collins?
Hi.
My little lacrosse play. I'm gonna bring my stick. We're gonna play. I want to see what you got.
Okay.
I want to see what you got.
I'm prepared.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
You are your mother's. That is for sure.
I see it. Have you played lacrosse, Kev?
Oh, I was an all-state lacrosse player.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I had D1 offers, and then my knee was like, "Oh, you know what would be great if we didn't go to college."
That's what it sounds like. Excuses. They build a house of failure, Kev.
Yeah. All right. Well, tell that to Duke. But yeah, my knee exploded senior year, and went around the back of the cage. I hit the corner, and I was wearing metal-tipped spikes, which I shouldn't have been wearing, and I should have listened. And when I hit it, I slid out, and I popped my MCL, and then that was it. So
I'm sorry.
Such as like, and then I found the wonders of
beer.
Sam Adams.
Alcohol.
Well, it's awesome, Collins, that you play lacrosse. You play other sports too, right?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Awesome.
Wow, she called you ma'am.
Oh yeah.
Too much respect.
You old?
No, this is called Raised in the South.
I see it as manners. I do not take offense to that. That's very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please. Hold on, Sav. You know Hannah Faulkner?
Yes.
Okay, so she had on a show that she called me Mr. Smith, and I fell off the chair.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm like, yo, Mr.
She's a
Smith.
doll.
I'm like, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Okay, that movie's 102 years old. What are we doing? Mr. Smith, I was like, get away from me. My back just blew out. Like,
there's also Mr. and Mrs. Smith, right? Wasn't that like Brad Pitt?
Yeah, that was
good movie.
That was when Brad Pitt and Angelina were actually trying to kill each other in real life. So they're like, what if we just did it in the movie?
No, that's when they were hooking up behind Jennifer Aniston's back.
Well, that shouldn't be hard. She's obnoxious.
She is.
Ooh.
There's no way you could be that hot and be that single for that long without being obnoxious.
Say hey to Marissa. Hi, Marissa. There you go. She's reading the chat here. But you gotta look here though.
And we have Spicy Chemist also. What's
Oh
up?
yes, Spicy. I like him.
What's
I'm
up,
out.
Spicy?
We gotta talk to Meow Rider.
Yeah, Meow Rider says
I gotta
hi.
know where that name came from.
But there's a kitty, so they like cats, and there's a bike cycle of sorts, perhaps maybe a motorcycle. So maybe they like both.
Well, back to obnoxious people. No, last things I want to say about Ruby Rose is the Batwoman thing. So someone in the chat mentioned that. That's so Orange is the New Black was 1 year tops, like 2015 to 2016. Batwoman was also 1 season. So quite a track record. That was 2019 to 2020. There's actually more information out there on the internet about this. She claims that she exited the show due to like toxic, unsafe working conditions. But Warner Brothers and co-stars and PAs on set had a bunch of different things to say. More that there were multiple complaints about workplace behavior that they investigated. A co-star, justified her firing, saying it's very hard to fire a lead actor. And a PA on set described her as a tyrant and cruel on set. So
that makes total sense. Like, because she didn't come up, bye Collins.
Bye Collins, thank you. Yeah.
But you know what? That makes total sense. Because
right.
I feel like when people go on set that were famous before they became actors, they usually turn into assholes. Like if you went into like a DiCaprio, who was a child, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? He was like 12.
Such a good movie.
Great movie. But
then one of my favorites.
You sort of grow up in it and you know the lay of the land, but when you come in and go, oh, I'm already hot shit and I'm the star of a C-level sitcom or a C-level drama, it's like people just get annoyed with that because all the grips and the PAs and the catering staff are like, look, you ain't shit. Right. I'm going to be here after you and you're not going to talk to me like I'm an animal. And it, based on her sort of aura, even though I hate that phrase, her vibe, I just get that feeling like I am who I am. Well, if you have too much aura, I smack you in the face. But
there's something to be said in my experience too. It's an interesting thing. Like people like her come in and they act like divas. It's like they feel like they have something to prove. I don't know. They're acting like a diva to be like because they feel insecure. So they're like fake it till they make it. So they're like, I'm a diva but you don't need to do all that. The people who are actually good don't act like that.
The people who aren't real think that's how Meryl Streep and what the hell's her name? I'm drawing a blank right now. The one she was in the new Star Wars. Israeli girl.
Oh, the new Star Wars.
Like the newer Star Wars. It's gonna bother me till I figure it out. But they think that's how they really act. Yeah. And the real ones don't. So when I did Man on a Ledge, Ed Burns, who legendary New York producer, he's in every New York show. He walked out of the hotel in purple satin pajamas with about a 64-ounce cup of coffee, and he shook every extra's hand and he said, "You ready to make a good movie today?" Mm-hmm. This is Eddie Burns. Mm-hmm. This is like Saving Private Ryan, a legend. But he felt it good enough to come out and talk to every one of us. Yeah, we were ready to make a good film. Yeah, and you know what? Like those are the ones that actually make it. The ones who thank the caterers. There's all these, like, somebody was telling me the other day that there is a formerly famous musician who had riders in his contract about what he would want in his green room, and he wanted purple Go-Gurt and Pellegrino, and if he didn't have it, he wouldn't go on set. Now, things are a little bit different for Diddy now, but that's the way he would operate. Because
Have
of
you
that,
read some of those writers before? And I'm like, I would
hold on,
never.
hold on.
Like friggin' who was it? I think it's Mariah Carey. Like you can't make eye contact. She wants a certain sort of color imminent. Like who
I'm gonna tell you a fun story about.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, your show, honey. This has
Oh,
gone
yeah,
off the
yeah.
rails.
Well, we'll let Kevin tell us about Mariah. It's so funny. He has so many things to say about Mariah Carey. Usually it's, I don't want to hear her Christmas song.
Okay, so I'll tell you a funny, we're going to get a real story about Diddy in a second from somebody who was at the white parties. But
Whoa.
long story. But Mariah Carey actually used to get abused at the school bus stop for being a, quote, Oreo, because she's half and half, by Rosie O'Donnell. That is a real story. Mariah Carey is from what? She's from South Southampton?
I thought she was from Colmac, actually.
No, Rosie's from Colmac. Mariah Carey is from Huntington. Yeah, and they used to argue. But yeah, Diddy used to have wild riders in his contract. Wow. But yeah, but Rosie O'Donnell used to be a big racist bitch, and now she's just a big bitch. Living in Ireland, big.
Oh yeah.
Like apparently Denmark doesn't ship Ozempic over to Ireland.
Well, yeah. I think, but Kevin, before I forget to say this, I think there's less degrees between us now that you said something that you just said.
About what?
About Ed Burns. I worked on set with Ed Burns also.
Hold on. You want to play a little game? Can I pull this up real quick? I will pull up the scene. Here we go. I will pull up the scene that I'm in. So,
oh my gosh.
Quick story.
What a treat.
I was on disability from work. And a buddy of mine used to do extra work. He was in Boardwalk Empire. He did a lot of stuff like that, like B-level things. And he was like, Kev, you want to do some extra work? And I was like, I can't, I'm on disability. And he goes, you won't get paid for 4 months after your after it shoots. And I was like, all right,
That's how it used to work?
Yeah. We would get paid like that's what he said. You get paid way after for the movie.
Holy moly.
So you would have to keep going. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So here is, if you wait for 18 seconds. Here they come, party of 4. We need more time. There's Jamie Bell. Let's make it ready. Green shirt right there. That's me.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That's me.
I love it.
It was, my God. No, I mean this. It was the coolest week of my life. Hands down. Like, so I'll tell you a funny story. I went to see the movie Alone because when we were on set, I saw the camera ahead of me and I saw one to the right, and that was all I saw. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna be in this fucking movie. Right?
Yeah.
So I told all my friends about it, and they're like, yo, you're not gonna be in a fucking movie. Come on.
Yeah.
I go to the movie to go see this. I go by myself because none of my friends want to go. The scene comes on. I pop up on the screen. They're sitting like 9 rows behind me.
Oh,
that's my boy right there. I was like, oh my God, like the greatest shit ever. That was my crew.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. I know all about that experience. This is what I'm saying. There's no degrees between us. It's like 1 degree, whatever.
So just say you're a Republican already and get it out of the way. I'll admit,
anyway, that's a very cool story. I didn't know any of that. That's really, really neat. But it is like that. You never quite know when you're going to pop up. I still have people send me things that pop up like, years later.
You need
They're
to
like,
know.
"Wait."
It's gonna snow 1.5 feet this weekend on Long Island. I'm watching season 2 of Orange Is the New Black, and I'm just that.
Well, keep me posted. Let me know if you spot me. It's fun. It's a fun game. It's not. Yeah. Anyway, the one I showed you is like sort of the best example, like the best, whatever. Wait, you'll see me. So okay, we're kind of on this topic. So the Oscar nominations came out today. Just in case anyone's curious, anyways, people are talking. Basically what came out of it is that, Oscar noms, snubs. What do we think? Sinners, I haven't seen it. I don't know if you guys have. I mean, I did hear a lot of positive things about it for sure. Oh no. Yeah. Anyways, Sinners broke a record. It has 16 nominations, which is the most ever for a single film. The other previous films that had that record had 14, which was like Titanic and La La Land, and a movie called All About Eve, which I don't know what that is. Which
I want to be clear.
Yes.
Very clear. I miss good movies. I miss quality films. There's no fucking way you can be nominated for 16 Oscars and have a normal run-of-the-mill person like me never heard of the movie.
You never heard of Sinners?
Nope.
Have you?
Haven't either.
That was Michael B.
That's odd.
Jordan.
Yeah, I'm
have you
surprised
have you guys seen Frankenstein? I don't know if it was nominated for anything, but I thought that Frankenstein was fantastic.
It's definitely nominated. I know. I meant to look at the full list and I forgot. I believe it is nominated for some awards for sure. Yeah,
Look,
and I
it was
haven't
really,
seen it
really
yet.
good.
Let's just put this into context, okay? 1994. Is there a human being on Earth who hadn't heard of Schindler's List? 1995. Is there a person who hadn't heard of Jurassic Park? 1999. Is there a single person who hadn't heard of Titanic? 2000. Is there a single person who hadn't heard of Gladiator? Anywhere on the globe.
I feel like we're so inundated with content these days. Like all of the apps are pushing out so much content, and like it really, I mean, especially during COVID, like when theaters were shut down for a while, I feel like theaters never really came back like to what they were before COVID. And like that was, that was how you gauge what was popular and like what people were watching, what was, in the theaters. But I feel like now it's like so many streaming services have so many movies. It's like it has to be so good that it catches everyone's attention and everyone's talking about it. And that's really
and I want to be clear, if Russell Crowe doesn't, I don't even know if he's nominated. If he doesn't win for Nuremberg, then there's no point in having the category. I mean, look, a Nazi will never win in the world we live in now. Russell Crowe as drawing a blank here. Holy shit. He's like the second most famous Nazi ever. It's killing. I can't think of what his fucking name is. As like a dork, this is actually bothering me. Herman Goering. Jesus. Russell Crowe is absolutely spectacular. If you haven't seen Nuremberg, everyone in it is great. Michael Shannon.
I love Michael Shannon.
Rami Malek, unbelievable. There's a young kid in it that is really good who I've never seen in anything else before. But Russell Crowe as Herman Goering is one of the best performances, I think, of Russell Crowe's career. he won't be nominated. He won't get anything because of the content matter. Because he actually humanizes her, and it's a difficult movie to watch.
Yeah.
Truthfully, but it is. I think it is the same way Ralph Fiennes portrayed Amon Goth in Schindler's List. What Russell Crowe was able to do in Nuremberg, and I think it was one of the best movies I've seen in 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah, we were having a similar conversation on Tuesday too about kind of the Golden Globes, and because Bill Maher was talking about snubs for that, and like the best podcast, how Joe Rogan wasn't nominated, and like how politics kind of intersects with awards season, awards.
1,000%. I think about it like this, right?
Well, this is true too, because
what?
Is it you or me? I'll go.
Baby, if you're gonna cut me off.
So Eminem. Okay. Eminem made this statement like about the Grammys. And this was years and years. No way.
I love you so. You're about to talk about 50 Cent and Eminem.
Go ahead. It's all you.
Oh no. Age before beauty. After you. Delay before facts.
Okay. Yeah. So talking about oh my God.
Is she skipping?
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay, so what
it was
she was
about
going to
50
talk
Cent's record. Wasn't
yeah,
it?
she was going to talk about how Evanescence.
Anywho, I mean, yes, so bad. Yeah.
Savvy, reset your Wi-Fi, babe. She was going to talk about how Evanescence beat out 50 Cent for best new artist.
Yeah.
And 50 Cent, like I think back, what was it? Maybe 03, 02, sold like 18 million records. Evanescence sold like 2 million. They had one song that was a banger. Look, Bring Me to Life, incredible song. But 50 Cent had 5 of those on one album. But because 50 didn't play the game, they ended up giving it to Evanescence, and they didn't want to give too many to rap over that time period. But also 50 was going against Nelly and Luda and just phenomenal artists. All those award shows, particularly the Golden Globes, are bullshit. They are bullshit. I know people in the industry, the production companies buy the awards so that they can go Golden Globe Award winner Remy Malek,
Right?
Or Timothy Chalamet, who I gotta tell you annoys me on a level I'm not prepared for. He really, I'm not impressed by him at all.
He's definitely he's very overhyped to me. Like I just heard so much about everyone like, oh, Timothy, like they love him. People find him so like attractive, and I'm like, he looks like a little boy to me. Like looks young. Like he looks like a little kid. Like that's hard for me to be like, ooh, like I find him hot. Like
also he made the mistake that most people don't learn until it's too late, is that you don't get involved with anyone in that family or you die.
I know the Kardashian curse.
Yo, sleep with a Kardashian, and you seriously, has Travis Barker made a song in 20 years?
I mean, he's doing a lot. He's playing drums for a lot of bands. He's, definitely.
I ain't seen him outside since that dumb plane crash. Like, let's be honest here. Lamar Odom, she killed that career. They killed OJ. Hey. Well, they didn't kill OJ, but that family kills great men. The whole family does. It's something in it. Like Olympians become women. Rob is an alcoholic. Kanye was great before he got involved with the Kardashians, and now he's all like, yay, whatever the fuck that means. I'm telling you, that family kills men.
That is a funny take, and I mean, yeah.
Seriously, anything.
You have some points.
And look, don't get me wrong. I like the two younger ones. They look normal.
What,
Chloe,
the ones who changed what they look like entirely?
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. But
Yeah. They don't look like the same people, Kevin.
I take that back. They seem the most normal out of all five of them.
That's really not saying a lot.
No, they're not, because they're not real people.
Correct.
You got Chloe, that is definitely OJ's daughter. Not Chloe.
I don't know. I can't even keep them straight.
What's the big one? There's Kim.
Chloe.
No. Yeah, Chloe. That's OJ's daughter, right?
Yeah.
You'd see her holding that baby with a Heisman pose, but I'm telling you that whole family's fucked. But yeah, Timothy Chalamet. I don't know what the big hype about him is. Like, he's not.
Yeah, I don't know. He's growing on me a little bit. Like, he seems. He's also a nepo baby, and nepo babies annoy me. Like, I have a big thing about
parents.
I can't remember right now, but we'll look it up.
Yeah,
I can't. Everyone's a nepo baby.
He's like a childhood version of the guy from The Bear. That was on Shameless.
The main guy from
Jeremy Allen White.
Liv from Shameless. Jeremy, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I feel like Timothy Chalamet is just a child version of him.
Really? I don't see a resemblance there.
Really?
I don't think so.
Jeremy Allen White is much more handsome than Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
All right, I'll fuck off.
Yeah. Hannah, I know you have to go, right?
Yes, I do have to jump off.
Thank you so much for being here. I love seeing you. You're a regular with us on Thursdays, so
yes, I will be here every Thursday.
Awesome. Thanks so much, girl. Anything you want to shout out? Everybody, please follow. Give Hannah all the support.
Yep. Just follow me on X and IG. That's where I'm at. That's where you can find me. And you can find me here every Thursday night.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Hannah. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm back now, finally.
Yay.
Sorry.
Now I'm looking up Timothy Chalamet.
Why can't I hear anybody?
Oh no, you can't hear us. That's sad. Oh my gosh, the tech issues are real. Yeah.
He went to Bronx Science. Okay, I don't like him.
In other Oscar news, everyone, I don't know, this is talking about Wicked for Good, right? Wicked for Good, the second Wicked got 0 nominations, whereas last year for the first one, it got 10. That is a drastic difference.
Which is just as bad. I want to be clear. There is an arrogance in Hollywood that bothers me on a very serious level. Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't see Wicked. I'm not going to see it. I have no intention of seeing it. But there is something about Hollywood that says, oh, this story is 150 years old. I can make it better. There is something about when they remake Romeo and Juliet, when they remake Hamlet, when they remake these sorts of plays, and they do it with like a new vibe, where like Juliet doesn't really die. She actually fulfills her.
The one with Claire Danes and Leo DiCaprio. I am sorry, but that is gold. That was cinematic genius.
Yeah,
that is gold.
No. There is. I have no issue with a remake in that form that holds true to the original story. Mm-hmm. My problem is that when you have like live action ones that are like woke in a sense of you're changing the story. So, for example, Snow White and the
Snow White.
I was gonna say Snow White. Yeah.
It's not about the fact that it was Snow White and the 7 diversity hires. It was the fact that it's not the same story. It is a different story entirely. Yeah. There is no prince. And because there's no prince, there's no redemption. And because there's no redemption, there's no growth. And there's a reason why the Brothers Grimm published this story 290 years ago, and it still lives on, because it turns out there is something there is something about the human soul that connects with Snow White. There is something about the human soul. Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. I'm sorry, not Sleeping Beauty. Beauty and the Beast. There is something about it that connects with the human spirit and the human urge to grow.
That's
And
where I want to know. All of these women, sorry to cut you off, Kev,
but
but now that I'm back and I can actually have conversation, it's like, um, like I want to know these girls, right, that are now like, we don't need men and da da da. You know, I am all for, whatever. But what was the thing, right? Because I still, to this day, even when my daughter is at her dad's, Cinderella, I will play the live action all the time because there is something so lovely and romantic and, just powerful, right? About this girl, the prince, he coming to save her, but they forget that she kind of saves him right back. And when did that shift happen? When did that romanticizing an actual relationship? And it doesn't, yeah, yes, it's a heterosexual relationship, whatever, any relationship, period. Like, what happened to that? Because I still have that. I live my life in movies. Like, that's how I see it. Like, I want a prince to ride up on his noble steed and draw his sword and come and get me. Like, what is wrong with that? I have the shoes. Kevin bought me the Cinderella shoes, and I have them on a pedestal in my room.
When you said noble steed, I just imagined Step Brothers when he comes through the wall. I'm here to give you my seed.
Not seed, steed.
I know, but I heard that.
Horse, whatever. But where did that go? And why is that so taboo now? Like, what is wrong with that?
Because people don't look at the totality of things and they look at the micro. So they see the things in it that they want to see. So when they watch movies like Beauty and the Beast, they see the young helpless girl who is saved by the man. When you're a man and you're watching it, you see the beast who is who is civilized into a man by the young woman. When you watch 50 Shades of Grey, which is just Beauty and the Beast with nudity.
Yeah. It is.
Jamie Dorner, who is the worst casted human being in the history of movies.
I'm sorry, what?
He was awful. He was genuinely terrible. He's a terrible actor. He was awful for the part.
I don't know who you are anymore.
Nepo baby Dakota Johnson was terrible too. But the book is just...
they were awesome.
They were awesome because the whole point of it is that they both do for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And angry lesbians and feminists will see in things that they want, and then they'll bitch about it. It's like a buffet. They'll take a little of this and a little of that.
Yeah, but it's out there for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Because they're the ones writing for Salon. They're the ones writing for Disney. So when they recast Snow White and the 7 androgynous people, they don't see that there's a reason for this, that it wasn't making fun of 7 little people. Dwarves were a mythical creature that lived in the mountains, and they had magical powers in order to show Snow White that the poisonous apple was not the way she ought to go. They don't see any of that. All they see is they take Rachel Ziegler, who is relatively attractive, and they cast Gal Gadot, who is exceedingly more attractive, and they expect me to believe that the angry, jealous stepmother is jealous of the less attractive younger beauty. Like, that's not the...
But Rachel, and here's the thing, Rachel Ziegler, she was fantastic in the Hunger Games, the prequel.
Great.
Fantastic. What happened?
I'm not saying that these people are not good actors. What I'm saying is that when you make a story on historical IP, you need to remain true to the story. If you want to modernize it, perfect example, Sons of Anarchy is just Hamlet.
Yeah.
That's all it is. But because Kurt Scheider, he stayed true to the material. That's why Sons was so good. Because it turns out a story that was written in 1640 and is still told today is actually worth keeping around. But when you have the Wizard of Oz and they're like, you know what? I can make it better.
Okay.
There's
an
arrogance.
That's not what that was what Wicked was about.
That's true. That's
It's not making it better because that has nothing to do. I mean, it's literally the prequel to The Wizard of Oz. Now, did they need a second one? No. They could have merged and it would have been fine. This is a long time Wicked since it debuted on Broadway fan.
Real quick, I have a question about Wicked. Did they allow food on the set?
You know that I heard something, Angela. Maybe you know this. I heard that Collins told me that Ariana Grande and
Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah, Cynthia Erivo, that they're beefing. They're not friends anymore.
Really?
That chick,
Yes.
Cynthia Erivo, is like she's like 2.5 pounds away from being chased by the Men in Black. Like, so she needs to eat something. That girl.
They both are very, very skinny.
Very thin. And it's like I think there's a third person on that movie that got like unhealthily skinny as well.
I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about Madame Marble.
What's her actual name?
I don't know.
Like none of them look good afterwards. And it's actually like, look, I think Ariana Grande is actually an incredible talent. I think her voice, her stage presence, if you watch her,
she's funny too. She's a good actress. She's funny. She's
And I see her now, and I'm like, you don't look good. Like you look.
Well, Cynthia Erivo's the same. I mean, she is so incredibly talented.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! But seeing them sort of like wither away, that's extremely concerning. I wonder why that is, and I don't know if that's something we'll ever know. But
It's frustrating because, and it's also the idea that we live in a world now where I have to infer for myself what people feel about certain things to know whether or not I'm going to be annoyed by them. Like, I don't know what Clark Gable believed. I just watch his movies. Like, when I watch It's a Wonderful Life, I don't know if Jimmy Stewart voted for FDR or not. It's just a great movie. When I watch Goodfellas today, I'm annoyed. One of my favorite movies ever. When I watch Casino, I hope that Jimmy Woods kills Robert De Niro I mean, obviously it doesn't happen, but there's also some of that as well. And I feel like a lot of that plays into it. Like who's the guy that quit Hollywood because he wouldn't kiss anyone other than his wife?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, he's in he's like a that
Hugh
guy.
Jackman was. Hugh Jackman did that.
No, he's like one of those that guy from that thing.
You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
Narrow it down a little bit.
No. He's actually, I think he's actually in the documentary that's called That Guy from That Thing. Oh, what the? As soon as I show you who it is, he's been in like 2,000 movies. He was in Band of Brothers. He played Compton, but he wouldn't. He wouldn't. Here we go. Hold on, this is gonna bother the shit out of me. Neil McDonough. He wouldn't play. Like he wouldn't do certain movies because he had to kiss somebody other than his wife.
Yeah.
And like people were like really annoyed by it. Oh, here you go. That's a good photo of him. You guys, when I show you this, you guys gonna know exactly who it is.
Yeah, I feel like I will when I see him.
He's like I said, there's literally a documentary called That Guy from That Thing.
Oh no. Hold on. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
You're good. He's one of
Heck.
should I drop it?
Why? Yeah, now it won't let me add it.
Yeah, but I think that there is a lot of politics involved in all of it, and it's frustrating.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Now he has gone on to what is that network? Angel. Yeah. And he plays not that this is a good thing to say, but he plays Satan. And
That's
damn.
funny. I've been playing Satan for like 36 years.
No, I'm serious. Like he's menacing. And I used to have the biggest crush on him when I was younger. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait, is he in like The Chosen or something?
No, what was he in? He was, I want to say he was like in a Melrose Place or something. I can't remember.
No, where he played Satan.
No.
Oh, okay. So what does he play Satan in?
Or he was someone's professor. Maybe as in like.
I don't think you know who
Anyway.
we're talking about.
That the person you just showed.
I don't think you know who that is.
I did. I just said he's on Angel and he plays Satan.
Well, yeah, but what does he play Satan in?
Angel.
Oh, I don't know the name of the show.
No, Angel is a studio.
Angel Productions.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Angel did The Sound of Freedom. They did The Chosen.
Gotcha. Well.
So Sav.
Yeah. Oh.
What does he play Satan in?
I don't know the name of the show.
Oh,
Satan?
okay.
Is it called Satan? What's it called? I don't know.
Kevin's Live.
Is it on his IMDb? You can find out on his IMDb. If you look him up, maybe find it out.
I'll handle it. Don't worry.
I'm not touching any electronics anymore.
Sav, don't worry.
Well, yeah, no, not you, because we just got you back and you're good. So
Don't worry, Sav, I'll handle it. I'm producing other people's show here. It's no big deal.
No big deal. No big deal. No, so I definitely am also annoyed with remakes of classics that don't need to be remade.
Yep. You know they're remaking the Goonies.
Yes,
Why?
I know that.
Right,
That's
why?
ridiculous.
Like, Dirty Dancing none of these need to be
I'm going to
remade.
tell you why. It's because no one is willing to be creative. No one is willing to go out on a limb and make 16 Candles or The Breakfast Club or Dirty Dancing. Because let's be honest, Johnny Castle and Dirty Dancing, a little rapey. I watch this.
Can I give a plug for a mutual friend? Because Mikey Harlow has an idea for an incredible freaking movie. You guys, he gave me the skinny. I'm sure he's talked to y'all about it too. Oh my gosh, my boy, Mikey Harlow. Please, somebody reach out to him because he has a fantastic idea for a movie. And I want it on the big screen because that dude, he is something special. I am not joking. Like, what an incredible, I want that to happen so badly.
Name like a cult classic. I mean, we're all relatively the same age. Name a cult classic from when we were growing up, and I will write you the Huffington.
Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink. Well, I really think that John Hughes spends too much time focusing on the male leads in it. The misogyny involved in it really shows the way that women are vulnerable when hitting puberty. I can write you a Huffington Post article for every movie that we grew up with.
That should what you put on X and get that $1 million from Elon. Yeah, pay me, Elon.
Every movie we grew up with, I can write you a Slate article criticizing it from the woke culture of today.
That's actually a really good idea.
Name another one.
Your go, Ange.
Well, I mean, I like Dirty Dancing, Breakfast. I mean, you mentioned Breakfast, but
you don't think that well, first off,
Steel Magnolias. We'll go with a Southern cult classic, Steel Magnolias.
I've never seen that, but we'll go Dirty Dancing. First off, the obnoxiousness of the patriarchy that Jerry Orwell thinks that he can just impose upon his daughter, who is really trying to come into her own, until of course she comes into the misogynist that is Johnny Castle. Obviously there's a power imbalance between both Johnny Castle and Jerry Orwell in deciding what exactly Baby wants to do with the rest of her life. And I think that's really problematic because Baby should be able to explore her own world. You could do that with any movie.
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, the Shawshank Redemption. Well, first off, rape culture. Not okay. I don't think that Maine in 1950 would have been as ethnically diverse as we saw. And I do think that it's a bit problematic that some of the people were able to get out before the black male was able to get out on parole, when really Red didn't really understand what he was doing because he was a young man. Obviously, nobody looked for Andy Dufresne because he was a white male, but everybody gave Red a problem because he was an African American. You could do it for any movie. Any movie. And I think that's why people in Hollywood are troubled about going out on a limb and being a little dangerous. I mean, think about Requiem for a Dream.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most intense movies that has ever been made. You would never make that today. Launched the careers of Jared Leto, Jennifer Connelly, some of the best actors of our generation.
That was Labyrinth, but whatever. Keep going.
All right, fair. But a phenomenal film that cost about $10 to make. Could that be made today? Tropic Thunder, one of the greatest comedies of all time. Could it be made today?
Well, that even goes for TV shows too. I mean, if you watch the first 3 episodes of The Office or 3 seasons of The Office, or Modern Family.
Yep.
That is some of the best comedy writing and sitcoms I have seen in ever. And you could never do it now.
It's so problematic.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is that when people in Hollywood go out on a limb, it is almost always gold. Yellowstone. Anything Tyler
Passion of the Christ.
Anything Tyler Sheridan puts his hands on. You know why? Because he doesn't care what you think. He's out here to tell a good story with good actors in a good way. And if you don't like it, don't fucking watch it.
Well, and that's another thing. As soon as Kevin Costner started getting a little out of pocket with a certain person that's not going to be named, and he started stepping into the political realm, what did we notice? John Dutton, he got axed.
Yeah, and it turns out Cole Hauser, who is the luckiest person that's ever lived.
Oh my God, right?
Literally the luckiest.
So pretty.
But yeah, well, it turns out I could be really pretty too if I grew up down the block from Casey Affleck. But and then just wiggled my way into Good Will Hunting by accident. No big deal. But come on, he had like 3 lines in Good Will Hunting.
Oh, I thought you were talking to his wife, because his wife he's married to one of the twins who played in Babysitter's Club, and she was so cute. She was even on 90210. Girl.
Well, Cole Hauser has 9 lines in Good Will Hunting, tops.
He is the only person that could play Rip. The only.
Yeah, I could have found somebody else.
No.
I just can't write
It's funny how much overlap there is tonight with Tuesday, because we were also talking about is it Taylor Sheridan, the creator of Landman?
Taylor Sheridan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's a rodeo rider too.
About him getting snubbed for for awards in general too, which we were discussing, is that political? Because Billy Bob Thornton was saying that.
Yeah. Well,
it's Landman.
Look,
and Yellowstone.
Yeah.
There have, I would say, since Game of Thrones ended, there hasn't been any show that has grabbed the sort of cultural relevancy that Yellowstone and Landman have. Whatever, whether you like it, you don't like it, you think Ali Larder is over the top, you think the daughter's a hua.
I got compared to her on X the other day. They're like, you are literally a real life, whatever her name is on Landman. And I'm like,
don't tell me that.
I did.
I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
Shout out to that X user. I can't remember who said it, but I see.
First off, the fact that she's like a hot mom is something I'm not prepared for, because for me, she will forever be Lance Harbour's girlfriend in Varsity Blues.
Yeah, that whipped cream bikini.
Okay, I'll see everyone later. I'm on my way to Jordan.
We keep ready whipping in Martino or whatever cherries in the fridge.
It's just good movies. Like I said about Nuremberg, the fact that Russell Crowe is not winning for best male lead shows you that it's political. He was unfucking. I haven't seen a performance like that in I'm talking about a solo performance, not like this bullshit ensemble Quentin Tarantino. There's 900 people in one movie cast.
Those are really good too.
I'm talking that they are really good, but I mean, like the movie is him. He makes the whole film. There are very few people that can do that now, and I think Russell Crowe does it. Nothing. But Sinners, like you said, Sinners, I've never heard of it before. And I'm sorry, if you're up for Best Picture, I think that a homeless person should be able to be aware of it. Because like I said, in 99, show me one person that didn't know about Titanic.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I've heard of I haven't seen it yet, so I can't speak to whether it's overrated, overhyped, like how good it was.
There are good movies great films that don't gain the sort of public lexicon for quite some time. 1,000%. But if you're going to win the Oscar for Best Picture,
well, and break records, they're breaking a record with the most nominations ever for a film.
Speaking of breaking records, it just came across it. Our girl, Taylor Swift, is being inducted in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Kevin,
that makes sense. I mean,
full circle moment here.
That hasn't happened already.
Only on Bold Chat here.
Okay, first off, a person cannot be in any Hall of Fame while they are still doing what they are doing.
What do you call the Grand Ole Opry?
And Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No one who's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame should still be making records.
Well, they are.
Not 25 years after that first album. Ain't nobody.
Are you a ridiculous human right now? Yes.
Look, just because Craig Morgan is putting out albums doesn't mean anybody cares about him. I'm talking about when you're in your prime. Taylor Swift is still in her prime. She shouldn't be in a Hall of Fame for anything.
Yes, but look at all of her achievements. Look at all of her awards. Look at the stuff you don't see, which is her writing songs for like hundreds of other singers.
But what?
Okay, next topic.
Well, thank you for announcing that. The only thing that I wanted to say, going back to like Snow White. So another ridiculous thing about Snow White to me, right, is the whole story, like the name was based on her skin being white as snow, correct? That was my recollection of that fairy tale.
Yeah.
How are you going to rewrite? Like what I do understand, and something we talked about the other night, is I do believe, diversity, inclusion, equity, sure. But like, I can understand like little girls or whatever, women not feeling like they see themselves represented on screen. Right. So, but that can get too woke. It can get too extreme. It can be, oh, now we need, whatever, this certain formula. But like, so that part I agree. Like, it's like, but I also, to your point, write something new, write something,
Well, but you look at what Disney has done in the past too. So you have Aladdin, you have Jasmine, you have what is it, Tatiana? I don't remember the name. Mulan. You have Brave. You have, of course, and people aren't thinking Moana. Yep, but they're not thinking. Okay, we're Snow White and we're Cinderella and we're Beauty and the Beast. Like culturally, where those were actually set, and they were in France. Like, so you have to think about it back then too. Like I had absolutely zero. There was so much garbage on the internet when Little Mermaid came out. I had absolute nothing. I'm like, bet get a girl because she was fantastic, right? But she owned it and she made it hers. It was her interpretation, and I get that. That's fine. But when you completely go against the entire film and what it was based on, and then basically throw everything out with the bathwater. Like I don't have to. No,
Because it's not the same story.
Yeah.
But you have to remember that the people that are writing these new versions of things, their job is not to tell a story. Their job is to further the movement, which is very important. So let's take it out of the movies for a second. Dylan Mulvaney, who is a cosplayer who fantasizes about dressing like a woman, whatever you want, sing a song, do a dance, have a good time, was put on a can of Bud Light, a beer for poor people in the South. Like literally,
we drink Miller.
like NASCAR people.
Hey,
There's
hold
nothing-
the phone.
I'm out.
I am a NASCAR people.
There's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is that it's not some sort of like select IPA that Angela and I would have ran into in a brewery in a microbrewery in Brooklyn. It's made for the masses. It's made to be sold at Walmart. That is your customer base. Putting a tranny on it or putting a person who thinks they're trans on it is going to destroy the brand. Whoever idea that was, their job was to sell crappy beer to poor people. Just as whoever made Snow White, their job was to produce a film that is true to the Brothers Grimm content and true to the Disney IPA. True to the Disney IP. IPA, yeah.
I like it. Disney IPA.
Yeah. They have that at Epcot. What those people do is they say, no. My job is not to sell beer to poor people. And my job is not to recreate a childhood memory. My job is to further the movement. So therefore, I'm going to put a person pretending to be a girl on a can of beer made for manly men rebuilding their carburetor in Kentucky. Just as we're going to get Snow White and the 7 diversity hires, and then remake it in CGI after a controversy without half of the story involved. Now, if you want to make a story about a strong, independent woman who runs into 7 weirdos in the woods and doesn't need a man to save her, go ahead and do that.
But don't call it Snow White.
But that's not Snow White.
Right.
And when I take my daughter to go see Snow White, I think I'm going to get a traditional film based on the storyline of old. And then I got that shit. Just as when I take my daughter to go see Barbie, I don't need Greta Gerwig to make a critique of the patriarchy. I need a dumb child's movie based on dumb child's intellectual property. I don't need Will Ferrell to, for no reason whatsoever, run around for 20 minutes and yell. All while Ryan Gosling pretends to be retarded who can't live without Barbie. Like, that is not what I need. If I made the Teenage Ninja Turtles where none of them could fight because it was too aggressive, would that be the same movie? Of course
That'd
not.
be the Salamanders.
Exactly. So when you take IP that has value and you disintegrate it in that way, it bothers me in a very serious way. Because now the next time they make a Snow White movie, maybe I want to go take my niece to go see it. Maybe I want to go take my future daughter to go see it. I don't think I'm going to. So maybe she can't learn those stories that have lasted for 250, 300 years.
Well, that's when you just play the cartoons because the oldies are the goodies.
Because guess what? At the end of the day, you can cast the shittiest actors in the world to play the live action remake of Aladdin. I've watched the cartoon with my nephew 2,000 times.
But
because
the live action was real good too, though.
it really wasn't.
Yes, it was.
They casted some no-name English chick to pretend to be Indian. It was terrible.
Oh,
We made
that was a cute movie.
we made Anthony want to watch Ratatouille.
Yeah.
tonight,
That
just
was a
'cause.
cute movie.
Well, I mean, 'cause look, think about it. It bothers me because there are some stories as old as time.
A
Tale
Tale
as
as Old as
Time.
Time. Ah!
There you go.
Rising in the East.
That's right.
But exactly. See how you just did that instinctually? When you have kids, you might want to do that.
Right.
But when you watch the live action movie where there's a trigger warning at the beginning of the movie because it turns out Prince Ali has slaves.
Oh.
It changes the entire thing. Because guess what? You know who had a lot of slaves? Arrogant people, powerful people, people who thought they were too high on themselves, which
And
is why
every color, every race had
which is
them.
why Jasmine doesn't like Prince Ali.
Right.
Why she likes
Right?
Aladdin. And it is those little sorts of things. Well, we've got to remove Prince Ali, he's got slaves. We've got to remove that because it could upset people, and it doesn't make the story any better. It makes it exceedingly worse. Why does Jasmine not agree to marry Prince Ali? Because he's not real. Because he's not genuine. Meanwhile, Aladdin is the real guy who has nothing. The real.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point.
Yeah, look, there are certain. I am fascinated by archetypal stories. Human beings can only tell each other like 7 stories in their totality. Like if you watch The Godfather and the story of Christ are the same.
Kev, remember when we did this? We made a post together
Yeah.
and talking about the historical stories and the movies that have actually recreated. We had a whole thread on X and we even made images. I mean, it's insane.
I mean, The Godfather, Pinocchio, Harry Potter, and the story of Christ are all the same story.
Mm-hmm.
It is all the young man becoming the boy becoming a man, avenging the father.
Mm-hmm.
That is an archetypal story.
Mm-hmm.
You have Beauty and the Beast, 50 Shades of Grey, the virgin who civilizes the beast so he can become the man. It is all the same sort of story. And the stories that do the best are the ones that have the most of these archetypal stories in them because you just instinctually feel it. I mean, look, Pinocchio is so the story of Christ that the son literally saves the father from the belly of a whale. Like that is straight out of scripture.
Mm-hmm.
But because they do it in a cartoon sense, you don't know that you're learning an archetypal story. And I feel like people don't make those anymore. And because, like I said, about like Sons of Anarchy, Hamlet, archetypal story, which is why Sons is a historic show because it draws from the classics and brings it into the modern.
Yellowstone's the same way, yeah.
Yellowstone's the same way. Exactly. And I think that more people should respect the classics when they're making something new, as opposed to thinking, well, I just got out of New York Film Academy, and that's where Leo went. So I can take Romeo and Juliet and make her not die at the end.
And I think there's something to be said to remember, for instance, being down south, there is one movie that gets so much shit.
The
Okay.
Help?
No.
Oh.
Way older than that. But remembering what the South was actually like, there are things about I am obsessed about where I am from. However, there are parts of history. Thank God I was on the side that fought it.
Oh my God.
But there are things that that are a stain on the South. But I think people forget that, and then they're gonna label and put warnings on. And I'm like, well, just teach your kids about this. Yeah. My daughter has watched Gone with the Wind more times than I can count. Exactly. And we have historical discussions every single time about it because there is something to be said for where we are from. I'm 11th generation Georgian. right? We are very deep rooted here, but to also see where we have come from in our culture, fought against issues, right? But there should, I mean, I think that's lost on a lot of people because there are so many beautiful pieces of art, like film, that people will never see now. Oh, well, that's got to do with slaves. Well, okay, but let's talk about it. And
absolutely, yeah, you can't rewrite history, right?
right.
It's so
But
exactly
learn
like
from
you
it.
said, talk about it, learn from it.
It's also like incredibly weird when you see a movie about like Victorian France and like there's a black lead.
Right.
Do not even start. Okay, I feel
Right.
like you're edging on Bridgerton, and we're not going to go there because it is perfection.
Wait,
And
what the
the
hell?
season 4 premiere comes out on the 29th.
No, that was just an example of like when I'm like, oh, the French army in the Battle of Auschwitz under Napoleon. There's black guys in it.
No.
There
That
weren't.
was actually true
No,
though, because
that's just
who
an
was
example of like how you can make a period piece that if you remade Gone with the Wind, or if you made Downton Abbey, I don't know what Bridgerton is, but if you made Downton Abbey, like they incorporated like slutty women and black guys into the second half of the show because historically the time period worked out. But if you were to make it like, if you remade Titanic today and everyone in first class was black, would that be odd?
Mm-hmm.
Would that make any historical sense whatsoever? But it's like, oh well, we have to have.
Oh my God, yes, spicy. Poldark is my shit, man. I'm currently rewatching it.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my God. Spicy. Yes, Poldark is
the nose
fantastic. Oh,
and I got to jump off the hunt.
Yeah. No, I was gonna wrap us up. Thank you guys. I know we went over. It was just.
I could do this all day about.
I know. We didn't even get to our last topic, so it's all good. I thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time. You went above and beyond, and I really enjoyed it. I hope this was a good end to your day, Kev.
It was. I'm going to keep drinking.
Everybody follow, support Kev, the Loud Majority. Thank you so much, Kevin. We'll talk soon. Have a good night.
And you guys go buy Savvy's book. Okay.
Yes, I know. That's how I'm going to wrap us tonight too. So we'll talk about that real quick and then say goodnight to everyone.
Thanks, Heavy. Call me in the morning.
I mean, look, even if she is a Braves fan.
And that's where you go
check that out, right? Thank you, Anthony.
No, I lost it. Why do I lose sound every time?
No,
don't go anywhere. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Do not move. I'm refreshing.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't touch anything, y'all.
That's okay. She'll be back. Thanks so much, Anthony. Appreciate you. Spicy said, I love that show. I gotta look into what that is. I haven't heard of it. So let's wrap it up with Savvy here. You got me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I think so.
Right.
It was a little. All right, you're good. It was just, the convo was flowing and I feel like I could be here all night for sure.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Going and going. It was so much fun. It's always so much fun to have you guys. But yes, because there's a lot more people in the room than were here when we first started. Guys, this is best-selling author Tiffany Savage, who has a new book out called Precincts Win Elections. The link to buy is in this chat. It's on Amazon. We want to buy, support her. Tiffany, just congratulations. Is there anything else that and for all the people who are in here now that you'd like to say about the book?
Yeah. So again, it is not like some million-page novel, right? This is really just an outline, like we were talking about, a field manual about how to build your local parties, how to build that strong foundation. Because, and this is, I am a conservative, I am a card carrying Republican. So the one, and I point out, and basically this is about how the Republican Party is really struggling and how we can get it back. Because we had a momentous win with the general election in 2024. And it's almost like Republicans forget after a big win how to keep their shit together, right? Whether it's within the party or candidates, whatever the case may be. But this draws from my experience from writing Trump Force 47, working with gubernatorial candidates, with sitting representative, with Senate candidates, with freaking financial institutions, security companies. But this really, it draws from my real experience that helped win the 2024 election. And it also sort of opens a little bit of the door into the Democrat Party and how they have been so effective. Because, they move, outwardly, they move in concert with one another. Republicans were like, I hate you. No, I hate you. Oh, it's okay. And then we just sit here. Oh, well, someone else is going to do it, or we're just going to be nice and, wait for, nah, no. And I'd gotten to a point, it was a point of frustration because I've worked my tail off for years. I mean, I'm not going to get emotional.
You can.
And well, there is such thing as a consultant class. They are the ones that work for these big candidates and consulting firms and this, that, and the other thing. They look at someone like me who is a grassrootser to my core. I always meant we are trash, absolute garbage. Okay. President Trump didn't think I was garbage when I walked my happy little butt in there and I pitched apprentice style Trump Force 47, and it worked because and it all goes back to the roots of old school type of campaigning with a new little twist, kind of dialing it back and keeping people within their communities. And this really shines a light on the people, the volunteers within your party that do everything. They knock doors, they make phone calls. You have 85-year-old women that come in and grab a 1,500 handful of postcards. They're gone for a couple days. They come back, they're already, scripted, already ready to go. They're mailing them out. They're doing the hard work, especially like in the South, right? During July, August, September, October, outside, it is miserable. But those are the ones that are building the relationships and that are faces of whatever candidate. Um, and it's how you campaign, where you campaign. But it really boils down to, I noticed something and it fascinated me during this past like special election cycle with what happened in New York, what was going on in Virginia. And I was like, well, this is brilliant because you have the Democrat Party. So we're Republicans. We're just like, oh, well, we're just going to reset after this one. That's not how it works. It's not, because if you look at the Democrat Party, they are strategically placing candidates at every level of government. You've got your mayors, you have your governors, your lieutenant governors, your AGs. Now we're going to move up to maybe some state seats. And then you're going to go to the federal level. And then you're going up to the big top. They have them placed there for a reason, because they're going to cut their teeth on that. And then they're going to get that time. They're going to serve that time. And then they're going to be pushed forward to the next seat. Republicans don't do that. The RNC doesn't do that. So it is really up to local county parties. This starts on the lowest level. So this is just a guide to build your local parties, and that foundation and that inertia that's going to come when your party starts really working as a force and as an arm of our party on a state level, it's going to start trickling upwards. You're going to start having your vetted candidates that represent our values, um, and beliefs and, the pillars of our party. We are now stacking the bench instead of the national party picking and choosing who they think is best because that's what they like. So that's what this is. Can it be used for the other guys? Sure. It absolutely can. And it does. It gives many hat tips to the Democrat Party because they work and they work hard. And Republicans, they misuse their volunteers. They take advantage of certain offices, certain, committees. And if we as Republicans, if my party is going to be able to really be sustainable in the future, there's only one way to do it. And you have to do it from the inside out. You almost have to break down everything that we have learned and rebuild it. So that's what my book's about.
Yeah, it sounds like it's chock full of learning tips.
But see, there's the thing. It's really not big. It is really not. It is a quick, easy read. But I put this out in my little promo video. If I was a chair, like a chair of my party, I would literally have one of these. Every new member, boom, here you go. Because this is how it's going to go moving forward. Because otherwise, you've got the right hand saying one thing, the left hand saying the other thing. One's going around the elbow to scratch your ass, and one doesn't know whether to, wind his butt or scratch his watch. So you got to learn, how to structure and how to build a party, a winning strategy for a party. And it's easier than people think. So.
Well, this is interesting. Spicy said, we built our county party, but Michigan corruption is so bad it doesn't matter. Our local candidates lost because of voter fraud. I wish we could matter for our elections.
You do though. So this is something, and it's very difficult to do, but coming from someone, I have done it. So I ran for the vice chair of Gwinnett GOP. I also, with using Trump Force captains that, I was their regional director, but that is your time to really encourage like-minded people. They need to start in that party. You need to start going after certain seats. Yes, Gwinnett is awful. I actually stepped down from vice chair because I couldn't take it. And I knew that I would have a larger benefit if I were to do something like this and write almost like a handbook, than I would worrying about what hard are Republicans. I mean, because I'll tell you what, on a county level, it's nasty. It is cutthroat because that establishment hard R, man, they will hold on to it because that's their little cling to power, right? And some of them have been there longer than Methuselah was alive. But you gotta move them out. And that's when you start having these backroom conversations. They do it all the time. You get your like-minded base and you take over. You run for those elections. And I'm sorry, but politics is not friendly. But again, a win isn't promised to the acting chair. I mean, it's okay to play dirty because Republicans forget about that. It's okay. Like, I hit low. I mean, we had a huge scandal for the chairman's seat in Gwinnett. I was like, damn, it was more than I was kind of impressed. but it was bad. And it's okay. But you've got to decide and get a group together and be like, yo, not anymore. It can happen.
Well, I hear the heart, I hear the passion. The resume, speaks for itself. You have all the experience, so everybody, you need it. It's a guide. It sounds like really applicable, practical stuff in there that can, think so you know what you can do. I love it. I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy for you.
And I am so thankful for you. Like I said, I was sitting here thinking, and I just started laughing. And I'm like, isn't this the coolest thing? Because, you have me over here, you over here. And throughout the years, we've just kind of done one of these. And then I write a book, and you were the first one. And I'm like, hell yeah. To be able to come and talk about it on your show, because I absolutely love and respect you. And I'm very thankful for you and for you sharing your platform with me and other people that don't necessarily, agree with whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I just appreciate that so very much. And I'll tell you that every single time.
And you do. And that's so sweet. It says so much about you. It really does touch my heart. And I feel exactly the same way. I love you. I think you're amazing. I love having you on. I love hearing what you have to say. I always learn so much from you. I think everyone does. And you're just, you're just an absolute delight, beautiful person inside and out. And it makes me really happy too, because we might not agree about everything, but I feel like we do actually see, by having these conversations and getting to know each other and becoming friends, like we do realize that we agree about a lot of things, that there's a lot of common ground. And
now that you met Collins too, I'm like, all right, girl, when are you coming up? And I'm really upset you're going to be on. I'm happy you're on your cruise.
I can't believe it. I know.
I was so like,
excited. And I'm like, no, the 1 week I'm going to be gone, you're coming here. But we'll make it happen soon, regardless. We're close, and we'll make the in-person meeting happen. I can't wait to hang. But yeah, hopefully, this encourages other people to get to know each other and, and learn more and come together and not be scared and be like, oh, I can't talk to that person. And a lot of it too is like assumptions, right? People lumping people into categories and labels and just seeing it so separate. And so I love you. I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad we were able to talk about your book. Everybody get a copy. The link is in our chat. It's
Precincts Win Elections.
It's on Amazon, and we want to keep our girl being #1 in all the categories and a New York Times bestseller. And
I don't know how that's going to happen.
All the things Kevin's going to give you. He's going to give you the guide on that, apparently.
I guess. We'll see. I'll hold my breath. How about that?
Well, thank you so much, Tiff. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
I love you. Thank you.
Love. Thanks, babe.
Bye, girl. And thanks for putting up with my IT crap and everyone in the chat too.
We all have it. The tech stuff, sometimes it's working.
No, baby, but it's all the time. Okay. And let's be fair.
You're great. I love you.
All right. Love you too.
Love you. Good night.
Bye.
We love, it's entertaining anyways, right? We had so much fun. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for the love. Thank you for chatting with us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for all your comments. I loved bringing them in, and, anyways, appreciate you guys so much. Couldn't do the streams without you. Also, big thank you to all of my guests tonight, Hannah, Kevin, and Tiffany. You guys rock. I appreciate you all so much. If you haven't subscribed on YouTube, please do. Bold Voices live streams are every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time and every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We like to switch up guests. We always try to make it new and interesting. We cover a lot of whatever the trending headlines, current events going on politically, but also kind of, as you see tonight, We bring in pop culture, TV, film, whatever's going on out there. We do like to, it can be serious, but we also like to have fun. And I think it's really important for us to, laugh. And we all need that. Things can get very serious and challenging. So hopefully you guys had some fun with us tonight and some laughs. We'll keep trying our best to make that happen. Thank you all so much for all your support and the kind words. I see it and I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, guys, just thank you so much for tuning in and supporting. I hope you're having a great 2026 so far. We're almost a whole month in. We're getting there. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I can't believe tomorrow's Friday. So I won't see you the rest of this week, but feel free to DM me or, I will do my best to, I don't always read them, but I'll try. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Bold Voices will be back on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I've got some new podcast interview episodes coming soon too. So stay tuned for that. That'll be starting back up. The Bold Seat podcast will be starting back up in February. So excited for that too. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. Lots of fun content coming, and I hope you'll be there for it. And I hope we get to know each other better. Thanks, guys, so much. Have a great rest of your night, great rest of your week. All the love, and stay bold.